Education and Gaming Academy. So my name is Dion, and once again I will be your tutor. And so as you see here, we're going to be going over variables and comments. It should have been the other way around, but it doesn't really matter. So what you see here is a pound sign or a number sign, and a pound sign is basically being ignored, essentially. And in the last video we learned how to print out a basic line, if I remember correctly. So let's print out hello world, and beneath that, or let's just copy that and Command C, and then I'm going to put a comment, and this should print out hello world, but in a comment the computer will ignore this. So let me save this and run it. So as you see here, we only got hello world. So yeah, so the comment, it's just basically like the best way to think of it is a person who's been ignoring you. So the same way the computer ignores anything with a pound sign ahead of it. And in other languages it might be different, but for this language it's going to be the same. And I'm just going to print, I'm going to leave that the way it is. So then we come to variables. And variables are essentially just containers, if you will. And containers are, as you know, are stored or are used to store things. And the same goes for variables. So let's print out a little story to better understand it. And let's say John, who is our main character, is 25. Period. And then let's copy this. And let's print it out 4 times. And we say John is very kind to his family. John is very helpful to his neighbors. And then we say John is very smart at math. This is the best story I could come up with. So variables, essentially, this is the best example that anyone could probably come up with. So a variable is used to make life a lot easier. It's one of those things. And so let's say instead of these 4 lines, we had 100 lines, and we printed the house 24 more times. We printed these lines 24 times. And we wanted to change the name John halfway through the story. How would we do that? We would have to go manually change John to Tom. Let's say Tom. That's a very tedious task, but variables make that easier. And let's just create a variable called main character name. Character underscore name. And one rule about variables are you cannot have a variable like this. So let's have a number. Let's say 1 and then main character. You get the story. And you see it's highlighted red, which is an error. So just understand that. And in these strings we're going to enter John. So instead of having John here, we can get rid of that and print out main character name plus, or if you don't want to do this, there's another way. And let me just comment print, and then you would want to do, first of all, the variable name, main character name, name, comma, and then you just print out is 25. You see here we have that little space, but you don't need that space if you do the comma method. But let's just save this and print it out on the terminal. So we get John is 25, the same thing. And let's comment this out and try the comma method just to show you guys. Alright, so we still get the same thing, but we'll get something else. John is 25. Let me clear this, it's not very clear. And let's run it. So we get John is 25 because once it's perfect, then I don't understand why. Let's see. We did identify this. But again, then there are some other IDEs that don't work properly, but you get the idea. And if you're on another IDE, like, I think it was, I forget, REPL.it or BBEdit, they don't give you these errors. And REPL.it is just a basically a web browser IDE. So yeah, so let's just replace this with, let's comment this, and let's replace John with main character name. So you see now variables can come in handy a lot. That's why Python, that's not the reason why Python is a good programming language. It's just that it's really easy to learn. And so yeah, this is the variables and comments lesson. So stick around for more tutorials. Please leave a like and subscribe.